Ever felt like something was way too expensive? Maybe it was not just pricey, it cost an arm and a leg. Hello, I'm Richard, and this is your weekly English with Richard boost. Let's learn and grow. So let's dive in. Definition. When we say something costs an arm and a leg, we mean it is extremely expensive. So costly, in fact, that it is as if you had to give up your own limbs to pay for it. 3 example sentences. Their wedding was beautiful, but it must have cost an arm and a leg. They had fireworks, a live band, and it was a 5-star venue. I wanted to study abroad, but the tuition fees would have cost me an arm and a leg. Be careful shopping in that boutique. Even the socks cost an arm and a leg. Origin. Where did this phrase come from? There are 2 fascinating roots behind this expression. One from the world of art and one from the reality of war. The artistic origin. Portrait pricing. Back in the 1700s and 1800s, having your portrait painted wasn't just for fun. It was a serious investment. Artists often charged by what they included in the painting. A head and shoulders portrait was the cheapest. Want your arms included? That was extra. Hence the name half-length portrait. But to include the legs, especially if you were posed in full military uniform and on horseback, that would cost a fortune. So literally, the more limbs shown, the higher the price. Hence it cost an arm and a leg. The wartime origin, the cost of war. Fast forward to the 20th century. During and after World War II, many soldiers returned home having lost limbs. Advances in prosthetics began to offer support, but the personal sacrifice was unimaginable. So the phrase may also reflect the human cost of war. Lives and limbs lost in service, making it a powerful metaphor for something that extracts a heavy price. Let me tell you a short story. I will tell you about my friend James. He saved for 2 years to buy his dream motorbike, a vintage Harley Davidson. When he finally got it, he was thrilled until the first service came. New parts, repairs, custom accessories. The bill? Let's just say it cost him an arm and a leg. He joked he might also have to sell a kidney at the time. But hey, at least he looked cool riding it. Okay, let's sort of wrap up with some C1, C2 vocabulary from this episode. Exorbitant. Meaning unreasonably high in price or cost. Example, the price of that watch is exorbitant. It's not even gold. Sacrifice, meaning to give up something valuable for the sake of something else. Example, many soldiers made incredible sacrifices during the war. Metaphor, meaning a figure of speech where a word or phrase represents something else. Example, cost an arm and a leg is a metaphor for something being extremely expensive. So whether you are talking about art, war or your next electricity bill, cost an arm and a leg is the perfect idiom to express shock for something at a steep price. That's your phrase of the day with English with Richard. Like what you learned? Give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. So learn and grow and be the best version of yourself. I will see you on the flip side. Ta-ra a bit.